Hi everyone and welcome back to PrepFusion. So today we have Apurba with us. He has secured AIR 8 in both IN and ECE branch. So yeah, Apurba, please introduce yourself to our viewers and like about your preparation journey and all those things.
Thanks, Anish, for having me on your channel. I had graduated from NIT Trichy in 2021, and after that, I had joined Analog Devices as a design verification engineer. And then later on, I switched to Qualcomm, and there also I worked until last year, April. And then I started preparing for GATE, ISRO, and EAC.
Okay. So what was this motivation behind preparing for GATE? Was it like to achieve something or what was it like?
But corporate was basically a temporary plan for me, so I was planning to do maybe maximum 2.5 years in corporate, and then mainly try for scientist positions in research organizations in
Okay,
India.
okay.
So that was
Okay.
my plan.
So basically, you wanted to like prepare for GATE, and as you prepare for GATE, you prepare for ISRO itself because both of them are overlapping a bit, I think.
Yeah, so ISRO was my initial primary target, and then there was GATE, and EAC was not in my plans. I had only started preparing for EAC because in ISRO there are several subjects which are not in GATE.
Okay,
So
okay,
if you prepare for EAC, it
okay,
becomes
okay,
a bit
okay. Yes,
easier.
acha. ESE has
Uh,
more subjects in common than GATE. Okay.
yes, so ISRO has three or four more subjects like measurements and instrumentation, then satellite communication, also basics you need.
Okay.
So
So
like that.
what kept you motivated to keep on studying? Because you have like you are doing job for 2 years. So after that, many people get lost interest in from education, right, from studies. So what kept you motivated?
Yeah, well, I was initially not very sure how much I have retained the concepts because I had last given GATE in 2021, and after that I had not studied anything. So I started studying a bit in 2023 January for Parks exam, along with my job. I had not yet left my job then, but within 2 months I found it impossible to do
Okay,
so.
okay.
So I I decided that I have to leave, and somehow I just studied a bit in March fully. I mean, along with my job, it was extremely tough then, and somehow I just was qualified in Barks
Okay.
CBT, and I went to the interview of Barco as well at that time. And after coming home, I had gotten into full-fledged
So,
preparation.
like you did self preparation, self study, or like you took some coaching or something, online coaching?
I basically studied
Okay,
from YouTube
okay.
free courses, and I basically practiced a lot. I my main intention was practicing.
Like,
So because the concepts I had already gathered during my BTech, most of those concepts, but only those topics in which I was not comfortable in, I had focused on those for
okay, okay.
lectures.
Basically, you had already studied all those things, so you just needed more practice and like, okay,
Yes, yes,
okay. That's like a good thing. So, yeah. So for you, it's like good only because you left your job and then you prepared so well and got AI.
yeah.
So yeah, that's good. So now as you lost the touch, right? So when you try to regain the touch of like studies and all those subjects, so did it feel like you forgot everything, all the concepts of network theory, or did it feel like when you just started studying, all those came back to your mind, whatever you studied for 3, 4 years back?
Uh, No, I was pretty surprised actually because I had retained a lot of the concepts, and after 1.5 months of slight revision, I mean moderate revision, I could not do much revision because the Barks exam was near only. I did not have much time, so somehow I was just planning to score around 50% in
Okay,
Barks
okay,
exam. That will grant me a place in the interview shortlist. Surprisingly, yeah, I was able to retain almost all of the concepts except communication systems,
okay. Those are
EMFT,
the
those sort
like
of subjects.
most of the
Because,
students say that those are the
yeah,
most toughest two subjects to like
right,
study
right,
and all for EC.
right. And since I prepared for placements, so digital electronics, analog electronics, CDC, and networks was pretty comfortable. So those concepts mostly I
Okay,
retained.
those were the yeah.
Mainly had to work on the other
Okay, yeah. Those are the
subjects.
fundamental subjects which are used here. So
Yes, yes, yes. I also had to work a lot on control systems because in my BTech, control systems was not a mandatory course, and it was offered as an elective once. But instead of taking that, I took some other subject. I think computer
okay.
architecture. So I had to prepare that on
Okay,
my
yeah,
own
that
later
is
on.
that is yeah, preparing conversation after a while it's difficult. So during your whole preparation journey, what did you find the difficult part, like most difficult part? What is was it the revision part or was it the test series part? What was the most difficult?
So I had Barks interview in June last year, and after that I had started preparing, started practicing PYQs. So my first plan was to finish ISRO PYQs because the exam might have been any time. And after doing ISRO PYQs, I started doing GATE PYQs and also started giving test series on MEDIZ and DS Academy. Initially, I started with practice tests, I mean the subject-wise tests, and then from November onwards, I started giving full tests. And in test series, I mean, I was doing good almost in all the tests because in the first test that I gave, I scored 67 in ACE Academy's test. So that was uh, satisfactory only. So
Yeah. Yeah. First test is pretty good. Like, many people
yeah,
get low marks in the first test, then they
yeah.
improve.
So I had given a lot of tests. I mean, I had given around 10, 15 mock tests for ISRO as well, and then around 18 mock tests, full syllabus tests on medicine in ACE Academy. And then EEC full syllabus tests also I gave a few. So a lot of tests basically.
So basically, you didn't have any issue with the marks, so you never got demotivated
No, I
throughout
did
your
not get
preparation because
demotivated
you
due to the
got.
marks. I mean, if I scored less in one test, I was covering up in the next test and then maintaining the flow again. So it was not a big
Okay,
issue.
okay, okay. Very good, sir. So basically, did you analyze your test series or
Yes,
you?
yes. So every time I gave a
So how
test,
you used
every
to?
time I
Yeah.
gave a test, I would, I mean, we can see the questions that we did incorrect and the ones we skipped. So I used to go through this. I initially used to try to solve these questions on my own, and then if I wasn't able to solve, then go through the concepts again and have a look at the solution. So I used to analyze it. Almost all the tests I
Okay,
analyzed.
okay.
So that was
So
helpful.
also, did you did you make any notes right now, or you didn't make any notes?
I did
Like
not make a
you were
single
just
note during this entire preparation.
okay,
All notes were either PDFs that were given by some educators, or I took screenshots and named those screenshots properly. So I did not make a single note
okay,
this time.
okay, okay. Okay, I want to mention this. Like, this is very specific. Okay, who are totally new, they should, I think, make notes.
Yes, yes,
But as
definitely.
he has already prepared very well and he's already has a lot of concept got cleared, his concepts are very clear. So I think for him, it's okay. For someone, some student like him, it's okay. But for you, if you are preparing from scratch, I think you should make your own notes. Did you had any short notes or something? Just or
No,
you just had the
I
notes
did
and
not
you
even
just
make
prepared?
short notes. No, nothing.
Okay, okay,
I
okay,
used to
okay.
delete those pages from the PDFs that were not necessary. I mean, I had two sets of PDFs. So one sets were with the numericals as well, but for revision, you do not need all the numericals. Right? So I used to delete those pages and save another PDF for revision. So that it saved
Okay.
a lot of time.
So basically, you became totally a new technology guy, so you used only PDFs and all these things,
Yes, I
no
fully
nothing like
fully digital on
notes
my
and all.
laptop. That's all.
Okay,
But yes,
okay,
definitely making own notes is definitely recommended. I also thought
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
but I
But I think for you, it's a time consuming, and
yeah.
you already know all most of the
Yes,
concepts,
I
right?
did not have
For
much
you,
time
it's
actually because I had 2, 3 exams in mind, so it was difficult to shuffle between those exams.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because main priority wasn't gate for
Yes,
you. I think main
main
priority
priority
was
was ISRO
a
basically.
different.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So so you got AI 8. So this year, the exam, paper was pretty difficult.
yes.
So how you felt while attempting the question paper for ECE and I can say both of the experiences.
Instrumentation I just gave as a backup and as a warm up. So I did not even attempt any mock test for instrumentation. So just based on my EC preparation only. And also since I studied a bit of measurements and instrumentation for EAC, so it helped a little bit, not much, but little bit. So instrumentation paper was easy to moderate level only. And then gate paper, while doing the exam, I did not really understand what the level of the paper was because most of the concepts were concepts that I knew sort of, but the time management I found an issue with. But even then, during the exam, I could not figure out whether it was a tough paper or not. Only after coming out and after 1, 2 days when others analyze, then only we come to know, right? So in the middle of the exam, yeah, I was very anxious and I was not really satisfied with my performance after I came out. I was really disappointed, to be honest. But later
Okay.
on, I found that okay, that was good enough.
Yeah, because this year you couldn't analyze, but many students said right.
Yeah,
So the paper was
right,
actually
right,
pretty
right.
difficult and all. So, now I think you got a gate rank. So, what after this? What you will do? Like, you won't use this rank anyway. So,
Uh,
or you are preparing for ISRO. Or
this rank might be useful in DRDO's application. So they
okay,
recruit
okay,
through
okay,
gate
okay,
score. Uh,
okay, okay. So, yeah,
So, in my plans, only maybe DRDO will be useful uh, with this rank. and let's see
Let's see,
what
yeah, let's
opportunities
see
I
what
have.
happens. You have
Yeah,
already got, you can choose anything, right? But you can't go back to M.tech because you have already been to the corporate world.
yeah.
So going
I'm
back
not
again,
planning for
yeah,
an M.tech right now, so yeah.
yeah, that's a great thing. Okay. Yeah, okay, Apurva, thank you for coming to our channel. We hope our viewers found very interesting, like, knowledge from Apurva. So, yeah, thank you,
Thank
Apurva.
you, Anish. Thank you.